Welcome to Tanjung Puting National Park in southwestern Borneo. Our focus in this documentary is on the birds of Tanjung Puting National Park. We see here the extremely endangered Storm's stork. Indeed, BirdLife International indicates that as of 2025, there are only about 400 to 500 total storm stork individuals living in the wild. And of these, only 260 to 330 are mature birds. It is thus the rarest of all stork species. The majority of the world population of this stork species lives throughout the islands of Borneo. However, there is also a very small population residing in the extreme southern region of Thailand. Storm stork feeds primarily on small fish, frogs, aquatic insect larvae, and sometimes earthworms. These are also the food items brought by both parents back to their young at the nest. The parents regurgitate the food into the bottom of the nest, whereupon it is picked up and swallowed by the chicks. The population of this notably rare species has been thought to be in recent rapid decline, primarily due to clearance of its natural habitat to make way for oil palm plantations and logging activities.
Thank you.
The Bornean Bristlehead, also variously known as the bristled shrike, bald-headed crow, or the bald-headed wood shrike, is the only member of the passerine family Pityriacidae and the genus Pityriacis. This enigmatic and vulnerable species is endemic to southeastern Asian island of Borneo, where it lives in small groups in the rainforest canopy. It mainly lives in lowlands, but also occurs in hilly areas up to 1,200 meters, or 3,900 feet, above sea level. The Bornean bristlehead feeds primarily on animal prey, including large insects and other arthropods, but it also feeds on small invertebrates such as lizards and frogs. Prey is gleaned from foliage, twigs, branches, and trunks at canopy to mid-levels of the forest. It occasionally takes fruits. The blue-eared kingfisher occurs from the Indian subcontinent to southern China and Southeast Asia. It resembles the common kingfisher, but is smaller and has deeper blue upper parts, without turquoise blue tinge, and blue-eared coverts. The male has an all-black bill, while the female has a reddish lower mandible. Its habitat can be streams, ponds, and suitable water bodies in or near forest and wooded areas. The blue-eared kingfisher nests in a tunnel excavated at a bank of a forest stream. Although regarded locally as an uncommon resident, the IUCN lists this species as being of least concern. The stork-billed kingfisher is a massive kingfisher with a large scarlet bill. The head is olive brown with dark green-blue upper parts and buff underparts. Wings and tail are a darker blue, and the rump is a paler blue, which is obvious in flight. The juvenile has dusky edges to the feathers of breast and hind neck. Vocal in the breeding season, it gives a loud, far-reaching pew-pew-pow whistle, while its regular contact call is a loud, laughing ka-ka-ka, repeated 6 to 10 times. It prefers large streams, rivers, and the edges of large water bodies with vegetated banks. Adults dig their nests in riverbanks, decaying trees, or tree termite nests. Both members of the pair take part in nest excavation. They initially strike the soil in flight to loosen it and create a perch that they cling to excavate the hole. A clutch of 2 to 5 round white eggs is typical. The white-throated kingfisher is a tree kingfisher, widely distributed in Asia from the Sinai east through the Indian subcontinent to China and Indonesia. This kingfisher is a resident over much of its range, although some populations may make short-distance movements. It can be found well away from the water, where it feeds on a wide variety of prey that includes small reptiles, amphibians, crabs, small rodents, and even other birds. During the breeding season, it calls loudly from prominent perches. Notably, the white-throated kingfisher has recently colonized Borneo and is considered a self-introduced range-expanding species, rather than one deliberately introduced by humans. Another tree kingfisher species is the collared kingfisher. This medium-sized kingfisher has a wide range extending from the Red Sea across southern Asia to Melanesia. It is most commonly found in coastal areas, particularly in mangrove swamps. It also inhabits farmland, open woodland, grassland, and gardens. The rufous-backed dwarf kingfisher, seen here on a night hike through the jungle, is a pocket-sized bird in the family Alcedinidae. This tropical kingfisher is a partial migrant and is endemic across much of the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. It resides in lowland forests, typically near streams or ponds, where it feeds upon insects, spiders, worms, crabs, fish, frogs, and lizards. This small bird is easily distinguishable from other birds in the range due to its red bill, yellow-orange underparts, lilac-rufous upperparts, and blue-black back. Our guides informed us that this species is very difficult to see during the day and very difficult to photograph. However, this individual was very easy to photograph on our night hikes through the jungle, as it always perched in the same area. Our guides also informed us that this individual would continue roosting in this exact same spot until a snake or other predator disturbed it on some night, in which case it would find another roosting place that was safer. The crested serpent eagle is a medium-sized bird of prey that is found in forested habitats across tropical Asia. Within its widespread range across the Indian subcontinent, Southeast Asia, and East Asia, there are considerable variations, and some authorities prefer to treat several of its subspecies as completely separate species. Crested serpent eagles sound out often with a loud, piercing, and familiar 3- or 2-note call. They often feed on snakes, giving them their name. They are placed along with the Cercites snake eagles in the subfamily Cercitinae. The buffy fish owl is a medium-sized owl with buff facial disc, striking white eyebrows, and yellow eyes. It has distinct ear tufts. The upper parts are buff-based, streaked with darker feathers, and have pale rufous edges. The underparts have a buff background with thin dark streaks. Legs are unfeathered and vary from gray to blackish. It occurs from Southeast Asia to Java and Borneo. The buffy fish owl habitat is mostly made up of areas in close proximity to waterways, including coastal areas. Regarded as an uncommon resident, it is listed by the IUCN as being of least concern. The buffy fish owl feeds primarily on fish, crabs, frogs, small reptiles, and other birds. The red-crowned barbet occurs from the Thai Malay Peninsula to Sumatra and Borneo. A slow-moving species, the red-crowned barbet is often found in the forest canopy, where it is difficult to observe. This species feeds on fruits of the lower forest canopy, but also forages on crown canopy fruits, such as figs of the Malayan banyan tree. An uncommon resident, it is listed as near threatened by the IUCN. And here, while on a night hike through the jungle, we observe the head of a red-crowned barbet protruding from the hole in the tree in which it is nesting. The red and black broadbill is found from Indochina to the Thai Malay Peninsula and to Sumatra and Borneo. Its habitat includes forest, forest edge, freshwater swamp forest, and mangroves. Behaviorally, it is an unobtrusive species, often sitting still for long periods, usually near water. The buff-necked woodpecker is a tiny dark brown woodpecker. Unlike its closest relatives, it lacks a crest and has a longer headed profile. This species often occurs in mixed flocks and family units. It gives a rattling trill that starts off quietly and quickly becomes and stays very loud. And on a night trek through the jungle, we ran into the Rufous piculette. However, it was tucked well away within the nesting hole of its home in a tree. This small woodpecker species, only 9 centimeters or about just over 3.5 inches in length, is considered common locally. The population is presumed to be stable. It has declined in some areas, such as the Sundas, due to heavy logging. The Great Slaty woodpecker is found from northern Indian subcontinent to southwestern China, Indochina, the Thai Malay Peninsula, Palawan, and the greater Sundas. Reaching a total tip of beak to end of tail body length of 50 centimeters or 20 inches, it is the largest extant woodpecker species. Indeed, the Great Slaty woodpecker's appearance is unmistakable from its large size, longish neck, dark slaty gray overall plumage with whitish spots on the nape and neck, and yellowish white bill and golden buff throat. The adult male has a red submustachial stripe. Its preferred habitat includes broadleaf forest and mangroves. The white-bellied woodpecker is found in evergreen forests of tropical Asia, including the Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia. It has 14 subspecies, part of a complex including the Andaman woodpecker. Many of its island forms are endangered, and some are extinct. They are among the largest of the Asiatic woodpeckers and nest in large dead trees, often beside rivers. Their drums and calls are louder than those of smaller woodpeckers. The breeding season is mainly January to March. The nest is built in a large dead tree, often in open forest. 2 white eggs are the usual clutch. In Bastar in central India, the squabs are sought after by tribals, resulting in the rarity of these birds there. The white-bellied woodpecker is listed as least concern by the IUCN. Like the rufous-backed dwarf kingfisher that we saw earlier, we often encountered in the very same spot the little spiderhunter, a species of sunbird. During the day, this is an active little bird with a long, slightly decurved bill. It is olive black with lemon yellow underparts and faint gray and white facial pattern. Active in the lower levels of the secondary forest, forest edge, plantations, and gardens. Despite its name, it also eats insects as well as nectar from flowers. It gives a wide range of buzzy, nasal-sounding calls. Here we see images of it during the day. The nest of the little spiderhunter is a cup attached underneath a leaf of banana or similar broadleaf plant. The usual clutch size is 2 eggs. The brown-throated sunbird is found in a wide range of semi-open habitats in Southeast Asia, ranging from Myanmar to the Lesser Sundas and the West Philippines. It is a relatively large, heavy sunbird with a thick bill. From the tip of the beak to the end of the tail, it measures a total length of 5.5 inches or 14 centimeters. Males are slightly less massive than females. Like most sunbirds, the male brown-throated sunbird is more colorful than the female. We are seeing the male here. The garnet pita is a species of bird in the family Pittidae. It is found in Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, Singapore, and Thailand. Its natural habitat is subtropical or tropical moist lowland forest. It is threatened by habitat loss. An insectivore, the garnet pita feeds primarily on ants, wood grubs, cockroaches, and beetles. Pairs mate between March and August. A pair will lay a clutch of 2 eggs. And still another small bird species seen on our night hikes through the jungle was the Malaysian blue flycatcher. This small flycatcher has brilliant blue underparts, a pale orange throat and chest, and a white belly. A lowland species, the Malaysian blue flycatcher is restricted to secluded riverine forests in Sumatra and the Malay Peninsula, but it is found in a variety of dry and wet forests of Borneo. The song is a short, smooth series of drawn-out piping whistles. The Malaysian pied fantail is a bold and adaptable songbird of wooded areas, ranging from open forests to parks and gardens. It is dark above and white below. Note the slender white eyebrows, the black chest band, and the white-tipped black tail. The Malaysian pied fantail eats insects caught on the wing. It often joins mixed feeding flocks with other insectivorous birds and will sometimes follow large mammals to eat insects stirred up by their movements. The individual seen here is a nesting female. And here we see a pair of Rhinoceros Hornbills. The Rhinoceros Hornbill has a prominent golden yellow horn called a casque on the top of its beak. The casque is a hollow structure made up of keratin, the same material as that in human fingernails, and acts as a resonating chamber, amplifying the bird's calls. They have black feathers on their wings and body, and their tail feathers are white. Both male and female rhinoceros hornbills are similar in appearance, but the male birds have an orange-red ring around their eyes, while females have a white ring. In this image, the female is seen on the left and the male on the right. Rhinoceros hornbills feed mainly on fruits and insects, but may also prey on small reptiles, rodents, and smaller birds. Like other hornbills, the adult rhinoceros hornbills form breeding pairs and have unusual nesting habits. The pair build a nest in the hollow of a tree and seal the opening with mud, feces, and food remains, while the female remains inside. Only a small hole is left, through which the male passes the female regurgitated food while the female incubates the eggs. The black hornbill is a sooty black bird with a large, heavy bill that is bone white in males and dark in females. The individual seen here in flight is a female. The black hornbill travels singly, in pairs, or in small flocks, typically at lower levels in the forest than the large hornbills. It gives distinctly unbird-like growling calls. The greater cuckoo is a large non-parasitic member of the cuckoo order of birds, the Cuculiformes. It is regarded as non-parasitic because, unlike other cuckoo species, the greater cuckoo does not lay its eggs in other birds' nests so that those other birds can raise its chicks. The white-breasted waterhen is a medium-sized, fairly common chicken-like marsh bird found in meadows, ditches, riversides, marshes, as well as parks and farmlands in close proximity to humans. It is often seen foraging in the open. As it is a favorite food of some local residents, bird applications often do not indicate the precise location of this species. Indeed, it is often poached. The white-breasted waterhen has a remarkably variable song that is a series of hooting, grunting, or rasping notes or phrases, repeated monotonously, often from an exposed perch. The striated heron, also called the little heron or mangrove heron, is a small, common, and widespread heron in Borneo, found near mangroves, rivers, and coastal areas. Known for its gray-blue, gray body, black cap, yellow legs, and distinctive dark line from bill to eye, it is often seen hunting small fish and crabs quietly. The little green pigeon is an aptly named forest species as it is the smallest of the green pigeons. Pairs often forage and perch together, often on exposed bare branches. Like other pigeons, it frequently gathers at fruiting trees. The song is a series of strangely buzzy rising whistles. The male orange-bellied flowerpecker is a bright and colorful bird, difficult to miss. He is bright grayish-blue with yellow or orange underparts, depending on the subspecies, and a small orange splotch on the back. The female is comparatively dull, but her yellow suffused underparts and rump are still quite distinctive. Like other flowerpeckers, it forages actively, often hovering in front of blossoms or while gleaning from foliage. The scarlet-breasted flowerpecker is found in Brunei, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. Its natural habitats are subtropical or tropical moist lowland forests and subtropical or tropical swamps. It is threatened by habitat loss. The Pacific swallow is a common swallow of Southeast Asia and the Pacific, often occurring in cities and towns, as well as above fields, lakes, and forests. The adults are iridescent blue above and grayish buff below, with orangish throat and forehead, similar to the barn swallow, which has longer outer tail feathers and a dark line separating the throat and breast, lacking in the Pacific.